800-500 or donate online at 1029thehog.com.
Yeah, you call that Boucher.com phone number, 414-978-9500. Donate $50 or more. You get the 2024 Bob and Brian Mac Fund Radiothon limited edition t-shirt. See what it looks like at 1029thehog.com. It's all powered by Savalia Financial Advisors.
Another special guest. Thanks to Sherwin Industries and Charbonneau Jewelers.
Do you know what our
Facebook Live?
Do you know what our phone bill's going to be this month? With all these calls coming in from around the country?
No, we have that one deal where it's just $11 a month.
Do we have minutes left at the end of the month?
Yeah.
Santana, how are you?
I feel like I haven't seen you in 2 weeks.
It's been a whole 2 weeks. And
Yeah.
by the way, if you guys are still paying for minutes, y'all are in trouble.
Yeah. Well, wouldn't be the first time we were in trouble.
Yeah. Hey, the last time we saw you, you were on some tight margins there because we were on a bus that was running a little late and your flight was leaving about 3 hours before ours.
Yeah, I was running through the airport like Barry Sanders on a Monday night.
No, you weren't. You never ran like Barry Sanders. You
In my mind, guys.
Okay.
In my mind.
All right.
But I did make the flight. I mean, security was atrocious, but yeah, I got there. I told you guys bye. I don't know if you saw me waving my hand while I was running.
I didn't.
I felt like we had the appropriate farewells on the bus. I didn't really look and go, he didn't even wave.
That was enough salutations. That was enough.
How do you fit in that X-ray booth?
Not well.
That doesn't look like you would fit in there, those things when they check at security. And
Yeah, I'm always triggering it somehow, and for some reason it seems to always be something below the waist. Honestly.
Okay.
Last time I went through, it was like 5:30 a.m., and the guy was like, well, good morning to you.
Did he give
get
you
over there.
I'm going to just pat you down here. I'll put the back of my hand down here. Yeah, whatever you got to do, go ahead. Just get me on that damn plane.
The back of the hand, the old back of the hand conversation. It's either back of the hand or private room. I'm like, I'll take the back of the hand and let me go catch my plane, please, sir.
So are you all back to your regular routine, or if there even is a regular routine?
Yeah, I'm back to my regular routine. And, I'm down here in Houston. We got 74 degrees. Last time I looked up at you guys, it was like 14 and snow was coming through. What y'all got going?
It's bad.
Yeah.
It was sucky when we got back.
Yeah.
From the trip.
I had to broom off my truck. There was so much snow on it.
Yeah.
You didn't have to do that in Houston, right?
No. Everybody, I'm actually on my way to a track meet, a high school track meet here in about 30, 45 minutes. So that tells you the weather we got right now. It's nice, but we pay for it in about the next 6 weeks. But for the next month or so, it's going to be 75, 80 degrees, and everybody's outside waving at each other.
Are you taking the the Chevelle? Is it a Chevelle? Is it a Malibu? What do you have?
I've got a Chevelle, sir.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I was asking. I was kind of searching around there for the right model. You gonna take that?
I've got a Chevelle. I was actually cruising in it yesterday. Look at you.
See, I remember stuff. I remember things.
Yeah, no Chevelle today, but it would be a good day for it.
Why don't you take it? Why not just do it?
That's a story, but
okay.
Because then you're sitting there.
I'm at home, and it's at the garage.
Oh, okay.
Kind of like
That's a car you take out for a drive to somewhere. You get to the somewhere. You might even stay in the car and get your ice cream and go or whatever. You don't park it at a track meet and leave it sit there. I wouldn't park it at a track meet.
The issue we have in Houston is always some kind of traffic, right? So you got to think about that before you get out on the road.
Okay. All right. Okay. I'm glad you thought about these things. You didn't just willy-nilly take that car out. The question of the day that we've been asking, we were talking about, if you don't mind us asking, and even if you do mind, I'm still going to ask,
still gonna ask. Okay.
When was the last time you were out in public and your fly was down and you didn't know it?
I feel like we've already been to this area with the search at the airport, but, you know.
But that was, they went down there.
That's what I say. I feel like we've already been to the area.
They went down there?
They went, yeah. So was it at a...
And I didn't know it?
Yeah. You go to the men's room and you're like, oh, my fly is down.
What if it's just a situation where
I think you feel like the temperature change, or I feel the temperature change. So I think I had a bad pair of shorts maybe last year, the year before. That, you get out there and you wiggle and walk a little bit in the public eye, and all of a sudden your fly's halfway down, maybe.
So you don't even really remember when it was.
Are you going to remember somewhere it's just, and you got to yank it up a little ways after a couple of steps. Bob wants something where we're talking to the insurance company and you're standing up facing everyone and...
Or you've just eulogized your father or something like that, and you realize your fly was down at the funeral all day.
Oh, like standing out in front of an audience or something.
Sure,
I can't say I recall anything like that. No. That's just been that was kind of the side swap. I'm like, you know what? I've had enough of these shorts. This will be the last day I'm wearing them. It's kind of breezy down there.
Yeah. They've humiliated me for the last time.
Exactly. If you're a fifth grader, then it's okay if your fly is down. The kid forgot to zip up while he was relieving himself in the restroom. But if you're a grown man with a fly open, all of a sudden that turns a little weirdish.
unless you're
grown man, do you not know your fly is open?
Well, that's what you're supposed to, learn to do while you're, growing up.
Yeah, it's like muscle memory. It should be anyway.
Yeah.
Isn't there a scene in Caddyshack where Chevy Chase checks his fly before he walks out somewhere?
Isn't he kind of zipping it on one foot as he comes walking back or something?
Maybe there's a couple of those jokes.
Yeah. So, hey, you're watching the tournament?
Yeah. I mean, we don't have many teams in, right? There's no Texas teams left. Do you guys have anybody left? No. Who are y'all watching?
Who was left? Do you mean that I'm interested in? I'm just... The teams that are left, there'll be a winner, and who will it be? Well, we'll see. But as far as
I mean, both the UConn men's and women's are still in. You got Iowa girls that are in. Is Purdue? I think Purdue's still in. Isn't Purdue in? So that's Big Ten guy. All right, that's Big Ten.
Yeah, Zach Edey. Yeah,
but that doesn't matter to me. I don't want them to win because they're Big Ten. I want everyone to lose.
That is just terrible.
It's not terrible. I'm very much for Wisconsin teams.
Wisconsin or bust. Yeah.
Yes.
So, I mean, I know the teams that are in there, but I'm not really following it like
I
should, I guess. Yeah.
But you'll watch the games. Did you watch the Iowa LSU game the other night, the women's tournament?
Yes, I did.
What were your thoughts on that?
The kid's good. Caitlin, she's outstanding.
Yeah?
She's going to be great for branding and marketing. The conversation of, everybody wants to turn somebody into the GOAT, right? And I don't know. I think you need to win a championship before you can even have that conversation with her. Before you start talking, putting her in the same level as the Candace Parkers and the Maya Moores and people like that have won multiple championships. But she is great for women's basketball.
Yeah, I was blown away by all of them on the court, to tell you the truth. I mean, they score. They just score.
Yeah. She wasn't out there by herself.
Right.
Not at all.
Right. And her passing is pretty spectacular as well.
Yeah. I mean, coming out of that game, which LSU, they pride themselves in defense. So coming out of that game, and I believe she was 70% of their offensive production from either points or assists, that's mind-boggling.
All right, so what do you have planned for the rest of your time off before we kick off the football season again? What are the things you have to get done
painting? Do you have to tile anything?
Need any concrete mud jacking or anything like that?
It is crazy you would ask that. I've been sharpening my sheetrock repair tools because in my garage, I knocked a big hole in it with my trailer because I didn't want to hit the Chevelle.
Better to hit the wall.
The rest of the week, I will be patching and fixing the drywall. Lucky me.
What are your drywall skills like?
I mean, I'm average at best, but it's not. I mean, I don't know. Have you guys ever fixed sheetrock? It's not It's not terribly hard, right? It's not. It's not a hard task.
You can have little holes where you just put some, spackle on them. But then if you knock out a hole,
we talking the size of a basketball?
Right, size like that. Then you got to replace it with a.
You got to cut it out.
Yeah,
piece.
We're talking. Yeah, it'll probably end up being about a 3 foot by 6 foot piece of sheetrock that I need to put up.
That's a serious repair.
Oh, that's like a half sheet, right? 3 by 6, 4.
Yeah, they're 4 by 8. Usually you get them 4 by 10.
Yeah, 4 by 8 is the sheet. Look at you guys. Yeah, you know your dimensions. 4 by 8 is the sheet, so 3 by 6 is going to be the repair, I bet.
You know the saddest thing about this, Santana?
What?
On our trip that we were just on at Margaritaville, we had in the Peterson group, there were a lot of them that came along, a couple of guys that do drywall. That's their drywall company. They're a drywall outfit.
Never around when you need them. See? They're just never around when you need them.
I don't know if they have an office in Houston.
Right. But, we had drywallers on the trip.
Now I'm left with hanging my own drywall. And it's in a garage. Like, if it was the house, then maybe I would probably hire somebody or, but I'm kind of a DIY guy, so always the first time I'll try it myself usually.
Is there anything hanging on the wall in that point, like a broom or a rake or something, or is it just a bare spot in the wall?
It's just a bare spot. Just think of a garage. Just a bare spot in the wall.
All right.
Yeah.
And if it doesn't go well, can you move the refrigerator in front of it when you're done?
Or put up a Raquel Welch poster over it?
Hang a big poster, like a picture of us or something.
There you go.
Put a big picture over it. There you go.
The three of us.
This picture is not hiding a drywall imperfection.
Yes. What was your...
Me and my favorite mofos.
That's right.
We're just hanging out. We're just hanging out.
You said you kind of a DIY guy. What was the last thing you fixed before this?
The toilet, a leaky toilet.
A leaky
was it
toilet?
Leaking from the tank?
See, I knew you guys were going to ask. Like, you were going to unpeel that onion, right? Peel the layers back, why don't you? Yeah, it was just a leaky tank. So I just had to fix the chain.
See, once again...
But it was my sister's house, and she just thinks I'm the greatest right now. So she owes me a meal. You
have such big hands. How do you get them in there working on a toilet tank?
Something as delicate as that. You must have...
They have like little chains and little adjustment valves. You're just big. You're a big dude.
Big dude. There you get on down. Get on in there.
Big dude who ain't afraid to get his hands... Yeah. Ain't afraid to stick his hands in a big toilet tank.
Oh, well.
It's his sister we're talking about. You can't leave your sister with the toilet tank filling up every 30 seconds. Then you hear it trickling out. Yeah. And, I know they can calculate this, but you were wasting water. We don't know how many gallons a day, but let's be water responsible, right?
Yeah. Exactly.
You were saving the planet.
I'm saving the earth, Mother Earth. See?
And we appreciate that, all of us here on Earth.
Speaking for all Earthlings.
I am. Speaking for all Earthlings.
Are y'all going to get the eclipse? Well, I guess everybody gets the eclipse, but some areas get it better than others.
Well, we're not getting the whole 9 yards.
we get the edge, the burnt tips of it,
Going like over Indianapolis and
Cleveland.
Yeah.
And
Toledo. It's going like Dallas and Waco here, which is 2.5 hours north to really get the full effect of it.
Yeah.
And my kids are trying to convince me to drive next week, Monday.
Well, that's Monday already. That's coming right up.
Santana, I have to advise against it because these towns along the way, the smaller towns, are telling people, please don't come. We don't have the infrastructure to support all these people who want to see the eclipse. And two, if you do come, bring your own stuff. We can't.
And how long is the totality?
It's like
driving. It's like 4 minutes.
4.5 minutes. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, and
it's a long drive.
the weather. They're not saying the weather's bad, but it's supposed to be pretty cloudy because we got rain in the forecast for the beginning of the week. So it may be dark, but if you really can't see the sun, it really makes no sense, right?
Not to me, it doesn't.
Well, we're not going to have an eclipse like this over North America, or at least our neck of the woods, for another 22 years? Is that what we said the other day? So I figured this was
the last one.
20-something years, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, probably the last one we had, they said there wouldn't be another one till 2024.
Yeah, 20 years ago. But this time when they say we're not going to have one for 22 years, I'm thinking, well, I'm out. I'm not going to be here in 22 years.
Right, but if it meant that much to you, you would have circled your calendar for 2024 and made plans by now.
I just feel like every year, like there was something in the fall that everybody was putting glasses on for to look up in the sky.
Mm-hmm.
So I just feel like every few months there's some type of a lunar or solar or some kind of eclipse or comet that's coming that won't be back for another 800 years.
Yeah. And yet somehow the calendar's filled with the eclipses and whatever.
So you are undecided yet as to whether you're going to go to Dallas or Waco for this?
Well, I feel like you guys just talked me out of it.
Well, don't tell your kids that we're the ones who talked you out of it. Because every time now, if you do that, every time they're in the garage, they're going to go, those are the mofos that kept us from seeing the total eclipse. When they look at that picture of us.
West to San Antonio.
There they go. The haters.
West to San Antonio or north to, you might even see it in Shreveport. I don't know, which is more direct.
Well, remember.
Yeah, I don't know. You know, you can't predict clouds, but they're predicting the rain. So I think I'll pretty much stay put unless I just really feel like a loving father and want to take a 4.5, 5-hour round trip
Drive them up
with
to
my kids.
Russellville, Arkansas, to be right in the heart of it.
Well, no matter what you decide to do, make sure you wear proper eye protection. Because I would hate for you.
I'll also make sure my zipper is up.
Yes, zipper
up, goggles on.
Yeah, because I would hate to kick off the football season next fall with us starting out. Hey, how you doing, Santana? He goes, well, I'll tell you, I looked at that eclipse and I'm blind. Now I'm blind.
Staring at it for 4 minutes.
Right?
Yeah.
Because I think I would have this reaction. I would go, wait, what happened? You looked at the eclipse and now you're blind? What?
I can't see. Speaking of can't see, before I let y'all go, because I'm always in a rush.
Yeah.
So speaking of can't see, I got an alert on my phone. It was yesterday. So whatever the date was yesterday, I got an alert on my phone that Jared Goff, Detroit's starting quarterback, had been traded to Washington for the second. I think Washington has the second pick of the draft.
What?
And so I immediately text my son, and I'm like, wow. I said, I didn't see that coming at all. So he responds back like, yeah, Dad, but look at the date.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking. Yeah.
The date was 4/1 on the article. But I still responded to him like, okay, 4/1, what's the deal? So it was 2-3 days ago?
Yeah, it was Monday.
No, I really need you to look at the date. April Fool, Dad. April Fool.
Yeah.
I said, why would Google News do that to me?
Right, it's 3 days after the joke day.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's just showing up on my feed.
Boy, that's no good.
I call file.
It is. That's a flag. That's a 15-yarder.
You're okay. You're going to do dumber things before you die. We both know it. Come on.
No, I need to add to them.
Right, I don't need Google to help me.
Exactly.
All right.
You make it past April Fool's Day, and you're like, poof, I made it.
Right. Yeah.
Eesh.
Well,
All right, fellas, that's my theme music.
call Google and complain. Tell them you don't care for these tell them you don't care for these shenanigans.
Yeah. Don't play with my news feed, Google.
All right, Santana. Well, thanks for your help. We appreciate you joining us today. Help out the MACC Fund.
All right, fellas. Good luck.
We will talk to you on down the road, Jack.
Talk to you soon.
Yeah.
Satana Dotson. He'll be back for the football season.
It's the Bob and Brian Radiothon to benefit the MACC Fund, presented by Callan Construction, Midwest Athlete.